Hey everybody, my name is Syprus. Today we have so much more info about Hytale, from World Gen V2 stuff, a look at gliders, a brand new video, a look at the render distance, and the official minimum requirements that you will need to be able to play the game. Let's start out with a brand new tweet from Simon, saying everything shown in Hytale so far is World Gen V1. Developed in 2017 to 2020. Can't wait for you all to see what World Gen V2 is capable of. It's already being used in-game outside of the world you spawn in. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know what that means. We'll have to figure that out. He says, we have not shown any of it, no screenshots or videos, but soon you will see. He also says one of the most craziest things I have heard. This time, no exaggeration. This new World Gen will redefine the block game genre. Hytale might not be a good game yet, but that World Gen V2 is years ahead of everything available. The potential is beyond imagination. World Gen artists will be a thing, and he confirms that the World Gen blog post is coming soon, so be prepared for that. I used to own a Minecraft Nation server called Rift Nations. It had its own custom world called Athena. This is what it looked like. Could you imagine the potential that I could do with Hytale's new World Gen tools? We've also heard rumors of a glider in Hytale, and Simon just actually went ahead and showed us what it looks like. So here you go. And while the video is playing, he did also say that there will be wind sound effects and wind turbulence added as well, but that will be coming at a later date. You can see he is gliding down into Zone 1. There's a camel over there in the distance. He's landing right now next to what looks like a fossil. And yeah, overall, just a great clip of the glider. After this, Redunes, a Minecraft Lifesteal SMP member and upcoming Hytale YouTuber, got an exclusive clip from Simon, and I'll just let the video play so that you can see what he chose. And I'm sorry in advance, Quebec Corner. Analyzing this clip a bit more though, we can see a better look at a Quebec tree village alongside the massive render distance that he has on, and you can see way into the distance with the different zones as well. And speaking of render distance, they gave us 4 screenshots on 4 different render distances, the first one being 192, the next one being 384, the next one being 768, and finally, my personal favorite, 1024, which I believe is the maximum render distance of Hytale. They gave this to us alongside the minimum requirements and other requirements for Hytale. Now, some of this is going to sound gibberish to a lot of you, so if you want to skip to the next section of the video, just skip to the timestamp on the screen right now. But without further ado, let's get straight into the requirements. The minimum requirements for Hytale at 1080p 30 FPS is a 64-bit Windows 10 or 11 system, CPU being an Intel Core i5-7500 or equivalent, or an AMD Ryzen 3 1200 or equivalent. In single player, you're going to want 8 GB of RAM with dedicated graphics, but with integrated graphics, you're going to want 12 GB of RAM. But on multiplayer, you only need 8. If you have an integrated GPU, you're going to want Intel UHD Graphics 620 or AMD Radeon Vega 6 or better. For dedicated, you're going to want an NVIDIA GTX 900 series, AMD Radeon 400 series, or Intel Arc A series or better. The recommended requirements for the same thing at 60 FPS is going to be Windows 10 or 11, again, Intel Core i5-10400 or equivalent, an AMD Ryzen 5 3600 or equivalent, 16 GB of RAM, And for the GPU, if it's integrated, Intel Iris Xe graphics, AMD Radeon 660M, or for dedicated, the same as before. They also gave us requirements for streamers and content creators at 1440p 60 FPS, which is what I will be playing on, which you need an Intel Core i7-10700K or equivalent, AMD Ryzen 7 3800X or equivalent, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and for your GPU, you're going to want a NVIDIA RTX 30 series, AMD Radeon RX 7000 series, or an Intel Arc A series. They also gave us the installation size of the game, which is 8 gigabytes, and it's about 660 megabytes for a 5000 by 5000 block radius. They recommend at least 10 gigabytes of available storage, with 20 gigabytes being a safe bet. They also say SSD is strongly recommended. Let me know down in the comments if your PC can run Hytale. They finished this off by saying that single player is the most demanding scenario because you're running the full game client, rendering, UI, and gameplay. Basically everything. But when you play multiplayer, you only have to do the client. The server covers the rest. So you are going to get more performance out of playing multiplayer than you are compared to playing single player. We did get a look at the launcher last week, but now we're getting a look at the main menu screen. You can see the worlds, minigame servers, avatar settings, and quit buttons. And the background will actually change, and I believe it is on a rotation through different screenshots. We currently know of two. There's the Zone 3 one and a Zone 2 one as well. He did say that they are going to improve and fix the UI after early access. We also got a look at the world selection screen where you can see 4 different worlds. Testing stuff kind of looks like maybe a teaser at World Gen V2. Curse Breakers looks like it's in a dungeon. I have a gun, looks like a test with a bunch of mobs, and he has a gun, and do not show this to Reddit, I think is 100 ice dragons, so that's pretty funny. We're gonna end today's news off with art from Crimson Crow that Simon reposted saying, "We are coming home, January 13th, 2026. Guys, I will be back in the next one. I have an exclusive interview with another Hytale content creator that should be out by the time you're watching this video. So if it is, I will leave a link in the comments, in the description, and on my YouTube community post so you can go check it out. Go show him some support. It was really fun doing that. But until then, I have been Syprus, and I will see you all in the next one.